I'm going to tell you that I'm about to sound a whole lot better. How about now, everybody? I fixed my audio issues mid. Hold on, everybody. Relax. You know, I just got called up from the minors. That's just kind of how it rolls. Sorry, it took a little bit, but let me know that you can hear me okay. Good evening, Trish. How are you? Katie, how you doing? Yes, I had like 15 microphones on. I just, you know, it's kind of like I want to turn everything on that I own. Hey, Katie, how are you? Thanks for the heads up. Janice, thanks so much for jumping on. Listen, guys, I'm going to hang out. Share this with some friends. A little bit later, I'm going to actually be pulling out the old tarot deck. I'm going to do one of these. Ooh, high intuitive card for you. I'm going to pull out some tarot. I'm going to take some random people here, and we're going to go ahead and jump into it. So here's kind of the weird thing. So I got like a full schedule, and I get kind of busy, and things kind of happen, and I just do videos and blah, 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 all that other stuff. But I have a very rare thing. I actually was booked for an event on Saturday, and I actually got them flipped upside down. So I actually have the entire morning free, and I added it back in. So if you're looking to get a private reading from me, go to tbrandonruss.com and go ahead and book on the readings there. Jump in there, book it. I have a lot of people like instant gratification. I don't know what that is. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm a Mars and Capricorn. I like to work at things for a long time. You're welcome. But on the other side of that, I know sometimes you got to jump in. You want an astrology reading, jump right in there. If you want to be able to, and by the way, if you don't get in on that, I actually have a little bit more of a bumper time, so send me an email. tbrandonruss.com. Don't pay attention to the scammers out there. They're starting, you know you're doing it right when the scammers show up, right? Go to the website, tbrandonruss.com. I have actually eliminated all other things. By the way, when you do booking, you'll be brought to a booking site for Square. That is normal. That is actually eventually going to be going away because all my friends are coming with me on my own website. That's how this stuff rolls. By the way, hang out, guys. We're going to be doing a lot of things from around the world. We're lighting up people left and right so that we can connect the dots in this whole Merkaba learning thing. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for paying attention here. All right, let's talk about the Lionsgate here. Now that we've worked out the audio issues, thank you so much for letting me know there, guys. Okay, it's all good now. Enjoying the Lionsgate 2023. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Because, listen, anyone else spirit? Okay, I'm glad that kind of worked out. That's it. We figured it out. Thank you so much, Wedney Edmondson. Was there a town named after you? Just wondering. Anyways, let's look at the chart. Let's talk about the chart here for 30 seconds. Now, first of all, a little bit of Lionsgate lore, right? First of all, like I said, it's when Sirius gets lined up with the sun, with the Earth in between. Basically, in a nutshell, we're eclipsing the sun right now to Sirius, if you want to think about it that way. So for them, that's an activation code even for them. They're on Sirius. Sirius A is the star. Sirius B is the planet. Sirius B might be looking up at us right now going, it's happening again. That would be just fantastic, wouldn't it? You know, a whole other civilization or whatever the case may be would be connected to the awe of us as we're looking up at the awe in them. I'm just saying, it's a big cyclical thing. If we don't start enjoying it, we're gonna end up eating ourselves and maiming one another because we just don't get it. So anyways, you've got that going on. But why is Sirius a big deal? Well, first of all, it's the closest solar system to us. And that is the closest inhabitable planet outside of our solar system. That's kind of cool, everybody. Kind of noteworthy if we're going to be chasing aliens. Woohoo! By the way, pay attention to what they're talking about. They're finally coming clean because somebody's going to show up. Who knows? Maybe some political pressures will just say, you know some of those documents that I stolen? Bam! There you go. Just saying. Just saying. We're all kind of hoping you can get some good out of that. Anyways, I digress. But here's the other cool thing about Sirius, the star Sirius. It lines up directly with Orion's belt. Boom, boom, boom. Orion's belt points to Sirius. That is part of the reason why it is that we have the 3 pyramids. We were worshiping the idea that those 3 pyramids, we want to be like Sirius. Maybe it's because they visited us. Maybe it's because they shared DNA. There's a lot of possibilities and nobody can answer it. And that's okay. That's why it's called faith, everybody, right? It's kind of fun. Hey, Janice, how are you? Very cool. By the way, I love being interactive. You guys know that, right? You're 69 years old, Taurus. Not bad, but weird. Oh, listen, we're all having a weird Lionsgate right now. We're seeing some things come undone. And let's take a look at this particular chart right now that I've got up. This is Lionsgate. And again, just for S and G's, I chose 808 as the time. And by the way, just know that it's transiting through all of the all the houses today, right? About 2.5 hours in each one of them, or I should say, little more than 2 hours in each one of them. That's why we have to add on another year or another day every 4 years. But 15 degrees is about right, because when things begin to align with the Lion's Gate, it actually starts between 14 and 15 degrees Cancer. So that's where I'm going with this. I'm kind of going between 14 and 15. So long as you're in that, you're kind of in good shape here. Let's not pay attention to the houses, but go ahead and pay attention to your personal houses on this day. You've got, here it is. You've got Venus and the Sun in conjunct. Now, I'm gonna switch to another one that's just gonna be like, oh, come on, dude. Like, are you really gonna show this? Yeah. And as a matter of fact, you can draw the comparison right now. You've got the Sun and Venus in conjunct, which is self-love. So this is supposed to be a very personally focused Lion's Gate. What do you love? Hey, Taurus, pay attention. Venus is ruled by Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Whatever. Get your nomenclature and take it home. But then you have this square going on, and I know right now the moon's split in the uprights, but look at Uranus and Jupiter. They're forming a conjunct, and guess what? That's a square, everybody. I don't know if you know much about geometry, but that's a square from the 9th to the 12th house. So Jupiter and Uranus are having a party over in the 9th house right now. And again, for sakes and purposes for you to find it, look up the 9th house. And then over there in the 12th house, you got the Sun and Venus. Well, guess what happens when that big L curve comes in? Go ahead, take a guess. Go ahead, I'll wait. All right, fine, I'll tell you. You got two things going on. You've got the beauty of self-awareness of Venus connecting with the Sun. I mean, that's just a home run right there. I mean, let's just ding, 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 ding. Then let's take a look at Jupiter and Uranus together. Take a deep breath, everybody. You have quick and sudden, right? Use the adjectives with Uranus. Quick and sudden, rebellion. This isn't going to go the way you think it's going to go. And then you have a super duper positive planet in Jupiter going expansion, awareness, ascension. So this square is at the corner of self-worth and beauty and the corner of quick and sudden elevation. Boom. By the way, 3 days from now, from the 8th into the 11th, you go through a 3-day window. The 10th, 11th, and 12th, or actually 9th, 10th, and 11th. You're going through this transition where this is working on you hard. Pay attention to what houses this is going to be in. By the way, I've done the work. If you're a Virgo rising, it's right there. If you are a late Leo, because pay attention, that's an early Virgo. If you're like a 20 to 29 Leo rising, it's happening in your 12th and 9th house. High spiritual energy, elevation. Give me an E. Give me an elation. There it is. What's that spell? I kind of love what I do. I kind of like making these videos too. I'm going to be turning a lot more of my attention to it. Oh boy, I got a bunch of stuff to do. Bunch of stuff. I got a list about 2.5, 7.5. I could lock myself in the studio for the next 3 months and still not get done what I want to and stay current with everything. Right? It's called living in your passion, everybody. Welcome to the Lion's Gate. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. So, listen, I want to hear from you. Who wants a reading? Go ahead, dive right in there. Give me your sun, moon, rising. And by the way, if you don't know your rising and don't know your time, I want you to go to my website and I want you to sign up for my email list. I'm actually coming out with a meditation. This is something that's been actually really, really contentious for a long time. There's a whole class of people that feel alienated by astrology. You just do, because you're like, you don't know your exact birth time, right? So I actually am creating a meditation for you to connect with your loved ones to really kind of nail it down. Now, you're also going to have to take into effect things like family lore. You know, I always ask that, like, do you have some like sort of idea about family lore? Because it kind of helps with the placements. And it might not be exact, but this meditation will actually help you connect with your loved ones and give you the channel to find your birth time. There, I said it. Let's go ahead and go into those Akashics. Somebody's got the info somewhere. Just because the town hall doesn't have it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So now you got to elevate. Why not go into a meditation, talk to your guides, go to your Akashics, and go ahead and like look it up yourself. It's an inside job, guys. Instead of feeling alienated about astrology, start to learn how it can speak to you. By the way, if you think that's a whack idea, please let me know. Please let me know. Double Capricorn. I don't know, Katie might be kind of working on this one already. I don't know about this. Katie, listen, I could give you a reading, but would you really care? I'm kidding. I work with a double Capricorn. She's one of my besties. How we doing? I'm only kidding. I'm loving you guys. All right. So, listen, I'm going to get this stuff out of the way. By the way, guys, thank you so much for giving me the heads up on that and having some patience. I was originally going to go through all the signs. I've got a client coming in here 6:30 Eastern time. I'm actually doing some work with some West Coast people, some Central Time Zone people. Boy, I'm really expanding. And by the way, if you want to get on the coaching call, I should probably actually drop that in something here. I actually have a secondary way to sign up for that right now. And it's kind of cool. I am going to find it because it's kind of important. The coaching call is actually a once-a-week call where we talk about astrology. We talk about a subject, just like I talked about there. That was actually much of the class, but we really kind of dove into squares and kind of how they worked and all that other jazz. But it allows us to kind of to keep your skin in the game because maybe you're developing, but you're not really sure what you want to explore. So we explore a lot of things. We take a look at weekly astrology, so you get a little mini astrology course in every conversation. And then we take a couple of tarot cards each week. Oh, come on, dog. We're just going to leave the strength card right there. Let that simmer for a minute. But it's about learning as you go, and I believe in the Merkaba learning pattern. And what the Merkaba learning pattern is that you take what you can and you assimilate it when you're ready to. Have you ever taken a class and been like, oh boy, that just doesn't flow for me, or I wish I'd paid attention to it more when I was learning it, or whatever, right? I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can, kind of be a part of learning, but you feel like you missed out on it because you just weren't in the right mindset or you just weren't ready to learn it. Well, here's the deal. With these weekly calls, we do the astrology, we do tarot, we do a spirit animal every week, and guess what? We also talk about a different topic every week. So you're expanding your knowledge. This week we talked all about the Lionsgate. So if you like kind of what I talked about there, you would love the coaching call. And you know what? I'm going to have you, instead of taking any more time on this, I'm going to actually just put in my email address here so you guys can just drop me an email. I'm going to go, and by the way, the link it's not hidden, but drop me an email if you're interested in it. I'm going to add you to my email list, and then I'm also going to send you a sample of what the incoming, of what this most recent thing is. So it's kind of an expansion, okay? That's fantastic. Hey, Janice, how are you? Haiti? Oh, gosh, you're all jumping in. Hey, Nick, how are you? Alice, fantastic. Debbie, how are you doing? I like a radio G. What's a radio G? You meant to say rating, and then Siri went and goes, yeah, I don't think so. I like your style. Hey, Trish, how are you again? Kayla, love that name. Debbie, we said hello, but you can always say hello again. All right, guys, so here's what we're going to do. Andy, how are you? I want everybody to just kind of hang on, right? So I'm inviting you. I'm going to send you the most recent ones. Shoot me a quick email. Just say coaching right in the email. I'll send it out to you. It'll be fantastic. Also, if you want to book that reading, I just got notification that somebody booked. So one of the 2 time slots are gone, guys. If you want to jump into another time, if you want to jump into a reading with me, if you've been looking for it, I actually have this Saturday available. Again, I thought I was going to be doing something else. And then all of a sudden I'm doing something else. And then that's just okay. That's just the way it's supposed to go, everybody. Sometimes you're not really there, and I'm seeing you guys really. This is awesome. Thank you so much. All right, guys, so listen, I'm going to choose somebody kind of at random, and I got to go to the double Capricorn. I'm sorry, I got a soft spot. That's just how we roll. It's how we roll around here. It's just the way we're going to do it. So, what we got there? Oh, no. I know that's not reality. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll out 3 cards. How do you like that? I'm gonna put this back in there for you. Okay. Katie, yes, please. There you go, Katie Jones. Being vocal. By the way, share with some friends right now. Tell them that you got on this, or maybe you want to tag them right now. I don't know how this works. You want to stand out in a crowd right now? It's always kind of a good thing. So listen, Katie, I'm going to give you 3 cards here, and then I'm going to give you an animal deck card. This is the Spirit of Animal deck that I really, really like. It's a lot of fun. By the way, if you like how I talk about tarot, jump into the classes. I'm actually going to be forming a tarot learning center where you can work your tarot magic all the time. I have a couple of students that I brought along that are excellent readers, but more importantly, they're excellent teachers. It's time for us to start passing things on, if I may say so myself. All right, guys. All right, so listen. Here we go, Katie. So you're double Capricorn. Do you know your moon? And what is your double Capricorn? Are you sun moon, but you're not sure about your rising? Oh, you're going to love this email. You're going to love this meditation. All right. All right, double Cappy Cap. All right, Katie, here we go. We're going to... By the way, I have no vested interest in this. We just bring in spirit. We ask them. We go ahead and bring in our bright light. We ask our guides to connect with one another as we ask for the messages to come through that we hope to receive. And we do this work in light, love, and laughter. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this work here today, because this is what I'm meant to do for the greater good and the light of the world. Heart taps around everybody. All right, Katie, here you go. Here's your 3. Oh, look at you. Beneficial to the end. You know, how about that, double Capricorn? Go ahead and pull out a pentacle. 10 of Pentacles talks about abundance, wealth. Welcome to the 8-8 Lionsgate, everybody. Come on. I can't make this stuff up. You know I can't make this stuff up, right? Woo! All right, but listen, you're going to leave it all behind. The 7 of Swords comes up. This kind of lets you go, nah, I'm out of here. You're kind of like, nah, maybe, but I don't think so. You know what? I'm actually going to go 4 cards. I'm feeling 4 cards for you. Feeling 4, because we're going to go here. Oh, by the way, also part of the lesson, I'm horrible about shuffling the cards. Right side up, the star comes out. Welcome to the age of Aquarius. By the way, this star right here, Sirius A. Boop, bing, there you go. Can't make this stuff up, but then again, maybe I'm just a shitty shuffler. Anyways, here we go, everybody. By the way, everybody in the coaching class is laughing right now because they see this card and they're just like, he didn't shuffle. He didn't shuffle. What better card on 8-8 than the 8 of Wands coming out? Quick, decisive action. So listen, Katie, your double Capricorn energy doesn't fool me. You've got grounded foundation. You're also being like, hey, listen, it's not so bad. You win some, you lose some. You leave it all behind. You get this discernment card in here. You realize that there's a greater good for it. This is elevation. You're taking off. Hope you packed a bag. Does everybody else have a go bag? I have a go bag. Now that I have a passport, I have a go bag, and it sits with me virtually everywhere. I bring it with me. It's sitting in the back of the car. Don't leave snacks or milk in there. Found that one out the hard way. Things get crusty and the milk gets, woohoo, there we go. By the way, did you know that when milk curdles, it expands? Anyways, back to Katie. How about this here? Oh, of course. So listen, you're on this serious kick here, but you're representing Earth. The Earth as a whole. Oh, I love this. The physical body, the grounding, the nature, the cultivate. This honestly tells me that, you know what? You're getting your body ready for transition, but hold on a second. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. I know not the hour nor the place. I'm so happy that you're here right now. I'm not killing you off, okay? Everybody relax. But here's what I think is happening for you. You're physically taking inventory and saying, what else do I want to do? I've only got a couple. It's kind of like a really long, I think of the Earth experience as a really long layover, right? Have you ever traveled and you're like, you try and get that like 2-hour window. So then if there's a little delay on one side, then at least they know they come in, and then they'll kind of wait for you, and then they might bump it up and blah, 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 right? So they kind of do that. Or you get that one where it's like a 12-hour delay. Like we're on a 12-hour delay on Earth. That's this card for you. That is you saying, what am I going to do at this time? Where am I going to go with this? And yeah, of course you do. Of course you love it here. Listen, the Earth has a lot to pull from. If you eliminate the people, this is actually a great planet. If you integrate the right people, it's an amazing planet, right? Anytime we ever second guess our connection to Earth or our connection with people, we always shake our head at the doubtful places, right? I mean, it's kind of human nature. I mean, think about it. Sesame Street taught us how to, which one of these is not like the other. We were told and discerned, like, who's different, who's whatever. It has been proven through countless experiments and surveys that racism is actually a learned behavior. So why don't we get along? I'm going to tell you why. Because of some horrible people. It's that simple. If we just get rid of the bad apples, there are about 25 of us left, and most of you are on my channel right now. Woohoo! Capricorn with Leo rising. Oh. Nothing like work there. All right, well, listen. I want to thank you for coming on, Katie. Love you to death. I'm going to keep the Earth cards away, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle in the tarot again. Oh, my gosh. Katie, thanks so much for liking and subscribing. I know you're out there sharing. I see your comments. I want to thank you for being a part of it. Join us. By the way, my computer's on in the other room, and I am hearing it. If anybody else hears the ding, that's me getting an email of you guys, like, telling me you want the coaching call. So go ahead at Brandon@spiritualconnections.com. You have really nothing to learn or lose. You have nothing to learn in my classes. He's an asshole, everybody. You have nothing to lose. Go ahead and take a look at it. If you want to keep going with it, great. If you don't, I get it. Pretty strong class this week, though. We talked about Lionsgate. We also talked about the lion as a spirit animal. We also talked about the astrology of it. And we had a couple of cool tarot cards, one of them being strength, the other one being the star. Clearly, I don't shuffle. Katie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, it does resonate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Searching for your soul family. Here we are. By the way, guys, I actually just went through a huge transformation. It's been a couple of years in the works, and I've been very discerning and very much like who's on my path, who's not. I have very few question marks left, but I still got them. Who shouldn't, right? The question for me was, what do I want to do next? Well, I had this really vibrant upstate New York spiritual center. And when I say it was vibrant, I mean it was 2,500 square feet. I had over 25 practitioners. There were people in and out all the time. And guess what? All of a sudden it fell apart. Pandemic comes along. Boom, boom. It was like left, right. And finally it just kind of all fell apart. And then I had to reinvent myself in this really cool soft space, which, by the way, was the exact place that I looked at first many, many years ago. How about that for karma going? You didn't learn your lessons. You should have stuck it out for here. Anyways. It's a beautiful space. I got a couple of studios going on. All my busties hang out with me, and we go on field trips. I'm going to Shasta in a couple of weeks. Going to Shasta at the end of the month. I'm going to figure out what's going on with these whales beaching themselves. I like to do a little field work myself. All right, let's get another volunteer. And by the way, that was a homage to my dad. Let's get ourselves another one here. I see your names up here, and I really dig them. I really, really dig them. Hey, Andy, you caught my eye earlier. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Andy, how are you? Andy Walsh. Just let me know you're still here. Leo, or Libra rising, Capricorn sun, Virgo moon. Let me tell you something about your personality. You are a good time, but you got to be the centerpiece. Sometimes you like to go off kilter. You're the character on SNL that always breaks. And then you get pissed off when everybody else does it. You don't mind if you do it, but you can't let them do it. Like, you remember Jimmy Fallon? Like, he couldn't get through a skit without laughing at himself. You remember that? Yeah. That's you a little bit here with that combination. Because the Libra rising's just, you're a lot of fun. But the Capricorn, you're like, I'm a lot of fun, but should we save money before we have a lot of fun? With a full bank account, you're kick-ass, right? And then the Virgo moon, you kind of, a little luxury. Just gonna let you know. You're gonna tell everybody like it is. So Andy, this is one's for you. Here we go. And by the way, with the Capricorn sun or with the Capricorn rising, pay attention to your work performance this month. Oh, look at this. Nothing but a celebration here for you. Nothing but a celebration. Andy, are you still here? Just let me know. Hey Laura, long time no see. Cha-cha. By the way, those are my buddies going to Shasta with me. Sorry, I shouldn't talk about your travel plans, but you're going to lock your door anyways. Three of Cups comes out for you, Miss Andy. Andy Walsh here. So a couple of things with this. First of all, let's take a look at the idea that maybe, just maybe, you're sharing an eyeball. You got the three sisters here all in celebration. This is Girls Weekend personified. Everybody's changing their name. My regards, George Harrison. Here comes the sun. Could it get any brighter? Listen, as a Capricorn sun, you're gonna always go back to the discipline, and then the Libra is gonna be like, how am I gonna do this differently? You guys are gonna work the clay over and over again. And by the way, part of the reason why you're so good at it with your combo platter is that as a Virgo moon, once you're done, you're done. There ain't no going back. You're not like, oh, I'm gonna give him another try. Fuck that. Forget that. You block them hard. And by the way, why wouldn't you? Here comes the Ace of Wands. Oh, it's not. Listen, if you don't make that connection, it's not Barry White's fault. That's all I'm going to say, everybody. Ace of Wands comes out here to talk to you about the new you, the new step in. There's a lot to celebrate here. Boy, did I do a good job at shuffling this. I'm feeling 4 cards here as well. Oh, there you go. King of Cups. Listen, Andy, I don't know what your personal situation is, but all I'm going to say is that somebody's bringing it to you in a big, 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 big way. And when I say a big way, I mean a big way. I also do impressions. I don't get out much, but when I do, it's in front of a camera. All right, here's a little bit of love for you. Little Earth card action here. Oh, the Golden Orb Spider. By the way, before all of you flip out about having a spider be a spirit animal and say, no, I burned down a house instead of actually killing it, this is a messenger, this is a balance, and this is also about weaving. I learned a lot about spider energy when I was in a tent with a spider and got bit like 10,000 times. That kind of sucked a little bit. But I'll tell you what else happened. I started looking into spider energy. It's about connection. This is about you connecting with somebody here, Andy. Oh, Andy, I hope you're still here. This is a great reading. I mean, you can come back for it later, I guess. But that's kind of in time, in real time. Basically talking to you about this kind of wonderful relationship. By the way, this is a relationship card. This is a relationship card. This is about what you bring to a relationship. Am I right or am I right, you want? And then you've also got the King of Cups coming in, which means that it's done out of love. It's done out of the evenness of love. And by the way, with that Libra, kind of fun. Golden spiders, go look it up. Golden orb spiders. They actually, I don't think they bite humans. By the way, I say this stuff all the time. I have a 10-year-old son that's obsessed with spiders. And we do a little camping in the backyard, and he decided to catch all the spiders in the backyard. So if anybody's looking for some dead spiders, I have a bucket full of them because he would not listen to me. He did not think that it was a good idea. I watched the cat walk by and like swipe at it every time they walk past. I mean, it was entertaining as hell, but I feel bad for the spiders. I mean, I don't feel that bad for the spiders. 8-legged monsters, if you ask me. But they're about connection. They're about network. By the way, anything to do with the 11th house, it's going to kick out. By the way, do you guys see me itching? I'm itching because I'm like activated to the spiders right now. So I think of that. Hey, Haiti, great question. There's a whole bunch of them out there. Any of the ones that I show are from Astrological because Penny and I, if you don't know about whiskey and bagels, Penny and I do whiskey and bagels, and it's a common thing. We really like the fact that it shows the U.S. and the European in equal measure, and it's not like some of the sites are like totally different, but there's ones like Astrodent. There is Cafe Astrology, which is a little more HTML, not as friendly, but you can still get good info on there. They've got a great catalog on there. There's a lot of really good things. So my advice to you, anything on the internet, take at least 3 sample sizes. Spend about 20 minutes on each one of them. Don't be connected to everything, the one thing right away and just be like, oh yeah, no, I'm there, oh, whatever. No. Let yourself kind of explore just a little bit more. Don't fall in love with one of them if you come back and love them. Oh, Katie, I see the Sagittarius moon. Oh, yeah. So you are Cap Sag? Oh, you are definitely a good time. Anyways, sorry. I say that out loud. Here we are. But yeah, when you do any research, I don't care if you're looking up spirit animals. I don't care if you're looking up astrology. I don't care if you're looking up mediums. Take a look at 3 of them and trust your intuition to go with that one. Just letting you know. I've seen too many people make too many mistakes with that because what happens a lot of the time is that we get part of the ignorance that goes on in this work. And I'm in a soapbox for 30 seconds because I'm going to pick another person. I'm going to roll with this. But I see this a lot in this work. And part of the reason why so many people turn towards Wiccan stuff is because that's the first thing that shows up in their personal Google search. And then they end up being limited because they're like, oh, I deal with spells and blah, blah, blah. Well, if you ever work with this long enough, you realize that spells actually influence free will. And when you want to get good at this, the things that you want to take away free will from is the kid that always grabs the hot pot on the stove. You want to take away their free will from hurting themselves, right? But not in defending yourself, because you end up trying to control things you shouldn't control because you don't see far enough in advance to it, right? So I see a lot of people stuck in that kind of energy. Some people call it dark energy. I don't. I don't think there's actually bad energy in that. But I'll tell you, evolutionarily, they're stuck. They're stuck. They got one tone through the whole thing. It's like, bah. It's just like one of the, bah. You don't want to do that. Come on, dog. We're better than that. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. Maybe it's just going to be something where you're just going to hang, and that's your safety zone. Maybe you're working out some past life stuff. Okay. It's not my vibe, but it doesn't mean it can't be yours. Right? Oh, Andy, good. Hey, that's cool. I'm down with that. Hey, listen, I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm a couple of minutes behind too. Let me know if that reading resonated with you, and jump in there. So, yeah, again, guys, what we're doing, we're going to put up our sun, moon, rising. If you're looking to be on the coaching call, I'll send you this past week so you can see what it looks like, see the materials that I provide to it. And if you want to sign up for it, fantastic. Jump in. Have a good time with it. If you don't, no harm, no foul. I share my wisdom all the time. At least you know it's out there. You can sit and think about it. Kind of like this. All right, Haiti. Hope I answered your question. I'm gonna go back up here. Debbie Haddo. Listen, tell me if you park. I love that people are saying. I was looking up something earlier, and they're like, "Are you driving?" I'm like, "Just a little bit." Don't do that, everybody. Don't do that. I'm gonna go to my old friend Trish here. Trish, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're passing on the knowledge. Part of the tribe here, Trish. Hope you're doing well. Look great, by the way. I know you're taking a few weeks off and actually spending some time at home. That's good for you. All right, Trish, here you go. I know you got your numbers up here. I'm going to look at them here in a second, but I'm going to start rolling this out here. I'm going to first of all start with, I can't make this up. You guys saw me shuffle. Ten of Pentacles coming out. Manifestation. I cannot make this stuff up. I really, truly can't make this stuff up. Did that really pop in? Haiti, yeah, I see your other note here about Virgo 828. Jump into that call. Hey, Robert, I love the exactness. Oh, we're going to get back to you here, brother. I'm looking for Trisha's stuff here. I'll see it here. A lot of messages, a lot of people. Trish, right out of the gate, you're getting the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, we've already talked about it here in this call, here in this conversation, right? Trish, if you can just give me your 3 again, that would be great. So Capricorn energy right out of the gate here. Earth energy, talking about where it is that it's going to work for you. Abundance, 8-8 abundance. Next card up, the Hermit. Oh, are you not on a spiritual path or what? I kind of love this reading for you. By the way, I do get to know some of you over time, and by the way, my tour is out as well. When you go to tbrandonruss.com, I'm down in Florida. I'm all over upstate New York, downstate New York. I'm going to be in Westchester County, those of you down in the city, and Connecticut. Oh, and also I'm going over to Memphis, and I've got 2 more things I haven't released yet. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. All right, Trish, here we go. Knight of Swords. This is, all right, so I'm going to grab the 4th card because I want to tell the whole story. Oh, transformation. By the way, Trish, if this came out for anybody else, they'd be scared shitless. But not you. You're like the death card. You're celebrating. You're doing the goo-goo dance right now. You're like, the death card. Here comes transformation. All right, here we go. And again, I will do right side up. I will do reversal cards. These are all coming out upright. So be it. Maybe I got to drop my cards again. But you've got abundance. You've got a spiritual path. The ninth card of the tarot deck is the Hermit. The Hermit is absolutely, yeah, I figure. Oh, yeah, that's right, Trish. Triple Libra. Woo! Libras are like on fire during this cycle, by the way. Libra risings. Oh, yeah. Knight of Swords. New ideas come crashing in, and transformation. This is you reinventing yourself here. I'm just going to tell you, this is you reinventing yourself. Cannot make this up. So, how about if I give you the Lions card, Trish? I mean, I don't play favorites, but you just became a favorite. Became a fan favorite, really. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, you're really a rock star, right? Oh, Andy, you're commenting on your stuff and cutting people loose. Of course you do. You're a Virgo moon. Listen, if they don't kiss you properly, it's over. Just going to let you know that. Just going to let you know that in a good way. So, Trish, how do you feel about this? You're in the spiritual journey of like elevating and rejuvenation, redefinition, and then the Lion's Gate comes out. The actual lion. Come on, guys. Can't make this up. We can't make this up. The Lion card came out for you, for crying out loud. By the way, what does this do in the archetype? It's about power, loyalty, leadership, and family. You're a spiritual leader. You're emerging. I don't know. It sounds like a reading you might have received down in Florida 2 years ago or a year ago. Just going to put that out there. Trish, thanks for always being here. Thank you, love. Triple Libra, that's right. How do I forget that? Sometimes when I have a chance to, like, you know, do people's charts. And by the way, I have psychic amnesia. So, like, afterwards, I just forget what the heck's going on with a person. I really don't remember it. But, of course, I'll recognize names and that sort of thing. I'm not completely autistic when it comes to this stuff. But, yeah, I mean, I'm so excited. I have a fall tour coming out. I actually have another CD coming out. I have another book that could get to press. I don't think so. But I'm excited about the idea and the proposition of it. The book is actually going to be dealing about how we really have to get our act together as a human race so we don't get left behind like other civilizations have. Right? Yeah, Haiti, I don't know why you're not in my calls yet. Stepping into it a year ago, I started looking into light workers to see the spiritual side of humanity. By the way, you've got to be you. When people sign up for my stuff, they're both enlightened and pissed off all at the same time. Debbie, I'm coming to you next. Get your butt back in the seat. Anyways. But we're really kind of getting to a point where, like, we have to teach each other how to get there. Right? We have to teach one another how to be and share knowledge and not judge the shit out of each other. There is more judgment in the spiritual community than I ever saw. I was in corporate recruiting for 15 years. And it was you ate what you make, right? And it wasn't as cutthroat as what I've seen in the spiritual community. And I just detached from it now. I just do my own thing. I made some great, amazing friends out of this. I have, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So Debbie and Andy are the same, and I'm coming to Debbie next. That's awesome. Look at that. You're the same. Are you guys sisters? Are you guys twins and you didn't even know it? I'd love to do a comparison chart between both of you. Send me an email and I will do a stream of consciousness show with the two of you, and we'll compare both your charts and see how energetically different it is. See, this is the stuff that drives me. This is the stuff that makes me go, oh, that's really cool. I have a friend of mine. We grew up together. We both have the birthday of March 1st. We're born in two different places. She was born in upstate New York. I'm a Navy brat, so I was born down in Norfolk, Virginia. And we were born like 7-8 hours apart. And I've always wanted to do both of our charts. She's a teacher in the local school district. And I was seeing her a lot last year because I have a son. There you are. And he and I both have the same taste because he also has a crush on her. Mine faded by about his age, but whatever. I digress. His will fade next year. Anyways, of course, I'm not even going to say it. Those of you know the inside joke to that. Mickey now talks to me. The good news, though, is that when we start to do this stuff, I have found so much abundance in this. And it's abundance not in money. Get your head out of the freaking gutter. It's just not about the money, right? I charge money because it's, the equation of time and effort and expertise and all that stuff. I mean, I've been doing readings almost as long as I did recruiting, over 12 years. I've done over 20,000 readings. And by readings, I mean I walk out into a room full of 75 people and everybody receives a message. That was 75 readings that night. Then I've sat one-on-one with closer to about 8,000 of those 24,000, right? Delivering one-on-one and that sort of thing. And guess what? I worked the clay. I realized how I worked. I didn't work like anybody else. I don't work like Lisa Williams. I work like Robin Williams. Once I figured that out, sky's the limit, dude. Sky's the limit. Who would I say I'm coming to next? Debbie, how you doing, kid? Yeah, Haiti, that's a thing too. Careful of what you consume. All right, Debbie, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, Capricorn, Sun, Libra, Rising, Virgo, Moon. Rewind, everything I said to her is to you. Let's see if any of the same colors come up. By the way, you guys have seen me shuffle, right? Let's see what comes out of that. Oh, Queen of Cups comes out. A little bit of self-love. We're playing with the Queen of Hearts. Little Juice Newton love there, right? Here we go. I cannot make this up, anybody. Here we are at the Lion's Gate, and sure enough, you saw me cut the deck. It was at the bottom, it was at the top, it was at the bottom, it was at the top. Here we go. Oh, now you guys are comparing notes. I love this. Andy, it's okay if you don't share, but if you do, that's cool too. Totally. I want you guys both to send me a message, and we're going to do your charts live. I'll pull you on the show. Oh, it's going to be fun. Oh, here we go, Debbie. Here you go, Debbie. Whoo! Hold on a second. It's a timing card. So you've been waiting, and you're at 12. Oh, shut the front door. Shut the front door. You both have the same birthday? Hey, Debbie, even if you don't want to share your exact time, was it between 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock a.m.? Your birth time? This is incredible. Mwah! Love this shit. Love it. Debbie, I'm going to get back to you. Don't worry about it. But Debbie, take a look at what your timing is. If you know your time of birth. This is so awesome. I am in awe of this. And it's happening right here on T-Brain at 10:37 p.m. Ah, that tells me it's different years. You probably got 3 years apart. That's my guess. And again, you don't have to say your ages. You don't have to whatever. My guess is you guys are 3 years apart. This is still really cool. This is compelling to me. We'll be able to take a look at the houses, how it's all kind of running together. Oh, I love it. I love it. Woo. Little Capricorn energy for you here, Deb. Look at this. Queen of Cups comes out. Self-love is the basis of all love. The Abundance card comes out again. It's in heavy rotation here on Q, Brain, and R. Right? Oh, you also got to pay attention to your location. Oh, now, wouldn't that be something? If she was on the other side of the world and had the 12 o'clock one. Wow, this is awesome. Both have the January 18th date. That's cool. All right, Deb, let's take a look at this. Self-love. You're in abundance of who you are. Timing. Hold on a second. The timing card comes out not because it's not your time, but because maybe you need to mature a little bit. Maybe you need to work on your circumstances. Maybe you have to step into it, right? Whoo! Awesome sauce. The Fool comes out. Relax. Everybody looks at the Fool as in like it's something bad. No. New adventure. New adventure. So you're gonna have the self-love. You're gonna have this. You're kind of in tune, encapsulated, waiting for the right time, and then bam. Guess what? Welcome to Deb 2.0, everybody. You're off on a new adventure. Maybe you were waiting for the money to fall into place. Maybe you were waiting for life to just happen. Maybe you were waiting for the empty nest to start so you can go kick ass and take names. I don't know what this is, but it's a lot of fun. Oh, you double caps. Yeah, my heart from below. All right, here we go. Oh, of course. How about Gaia? Gaia, which is Earth. Harmony, abundance, wholeness, and forgiveness here during the Lion's Gate. I love it. I love it. Debbie Haddo. What a reading for you. What a reading. Good luck on the new venture. This is a new adventure, everybody. And it's about the Earth. Maybe you're touring the world. Maybe you're touring the country. I don't know. Is there maybe an RV in your future? Like, are you, like, just going to, like, pack up and go? You and the fluffy dog just kind of, like, take off? I don't know. I don't know why they're showing me the fluffy dog. Here we go. I don't know who James or Jim is. It's a J name for sure. I don't know if this is your road partner or it's dad. I get them in living, though. Yeah, they're showing me St. Christopher. This is... I don't know if you're taking off and you're doing like a road tour or whatever the deal is. Debbie, I don't know if you're trying to get out of Dodge, like for a good reason, but you've got the abundance to do it now. I'm digging this for you. This is like a whirlwind thing. Maybe it's just going to a place you always wanted to. I'm working on a retreat for next year. I'm going to Shasta in a couple of weeks. I've been to Sedona last year. It's been incredibly healing to me. Incredibly healing. I haven't quite decided where I'm going next year yet. Maybe you could help me out with that. Tell me a cool spiritual place you've been to. Kind of love it. Yeah, so waiting. So Debbie, listen, this is all kicking in for you. It really is. Listen, I heard my bells go off, like I said. I really hope that you guys send me a quick email. I want to get the two of you on together. I can blank out any personal information that you want. As a matter of fact, that's kind of a good thing. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing a few of you jump right in there. Seeing you guys jump right in there. Yeah, I see you guys. Tina, Nicola, Christine, Diane, you're all going to get an email from me later on tonight with all the info. Love it. Jump in there. I'm not going to say who's scheduled with me. That's kind of rude. By the way, I think it's really I mean, you guys are kind of like, you're in the public forum right now. You know this is a public forum. So when you say, hey, go ahead and read me, you're volunteering for it. I think it's really shitty and tacky when mediums like will produce, and yeah, you might get that, permissions and that sort of thing. The exchange of energy in a mediumship reading is sacred. Part of the reason why I'm not famous is because most of you have no idea how I read. If you come to one of my open gallery shows, you're going to get a glimpse at how it is that I connect for you. If you've scheduled with me, you guys know it. Like, there's enough people out there that are just like, oh yeah, this guy does it, right? And by the way, give me some validation on that Joe or Jim connected to your travel here. It's not going. Yeah, okay, Andy and Debbie, definitely send me a message. But Debbie, what in Christopher Creek? There it is, Debbie. Christopher Creek. I thought about it. The Bernedoodle. Is that an actual dog? Kind of love it. Kind of love that. Very good. Hey, I'm going to do a couple more. Hey, Kate and Esther, get down your sun, moon, risings, if you will. That's going to help me kind of get started into this. I am going to go back and grab somebody back here. Is this Gilia? Gilia Tofana? Page 1. Paging Tia Gufania. Gwen Stefani. Hope it doesn't work out. One more time. That's all I'm going to say. One more time. Mount St. Michael. Yeah, agreed, sacral. Yeah, I just, there's somebody that's been like, I don't want to say he's competent. I don't have any competition, and I'm not saying that out of Jim and Brother Joe. Oh, there we go. My uncle passed. Jim, Brother Joe. Yeah, so that's why I was getting both of those. Debbie, listen, they showed up in this reading. They showed up in this, and I'm going to share this with you. They're the ones that are making sure you have abundance. They're the ones that are making sure that you get rolling with where you want to go with this. And I love that you want to go to Christopher Creek. I don't know where that is, but you know damn well I'm going to look that up. I don't. It's funny. There was this medium who, and I don't care if local people figure this out. He basically is from another part of the country, like further down, 2 states away, whatever. And he rated this area. He rated the area that I'm in. And he basically he went to the highest. He's like, which area has the highest income, the highest blah, blah, blah. And he parked it right in the middle of it. Now, I have clients up there and, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I've watched him kind of do this evolutionary thing. And it was amazing to me that, like, and I've heard good and bad. I mean, you're always going to hear that. Some people resonate with it, some people don't. And I would always defend them, and I would defend any medium that does this work full time, even though I don't necessarily know. But I'll also kind of back it up a little bit and be like, but I don't know. But it just kind of cracked me up when I started to see like the game that he was doing, and people didn't even realize that like what he was doing was like sticking and moving, right? I finally set up a process where if you're at the entry level and all you can handle and manage is sheer curiosity, the coaching calls for you. If you want to do a headlong dive into mediumship, I have a mediumship mentor program. You want to work with tarot? Dive in, because we have an entire tarot thing that's going to get rolled out by in September. I finally figured it out. And by the way, sometimes, and it's a stop and go measure. You know, you get involved with teachers and then, you know, you're like 3 months into it and you're like, oh, some stuff's changed for me and I don't have the time or the effort or whatever. Okay. But guess what? In Markable Learning, you get these pieces along the way and you stick them in your back pocket and you're like, oh, there you go. I would rather have you think of me as somebody that you can peer with me down the road when you're ready for it than think that I failed you or you failed me. That's not how this stuff goes. Right? I mean, that to me is... That's the evolution that we need. That's the elevation that we need, right? All right. Hey, I want to make sure the person I just mentioned, let's just make sure they're still on there. By the way, anytime I look to the left, it's because I think somebody's driving through my front window. I like natural light. I realized that I was in kind of a darkened room for a while. By the way, don't read into that too much. Gulia Tofana, Scorpio Sun, Libra Rising, Pisces Moon. In translation, that is somebody that really likes secrets, a good time, and cries about it in the morning. Little bit of regret there, Julia. It's probably pronounced Julia. Julia, just let me know that you're here, and we'll get your reading started here. You know, it's one of those things. My uncle is my special guy, Christopher Crease, is on the Mongolian Rim, pine trees. Oh, yeah. You know, part of the reason why I'm going to Shasta is because we're going to be living in a yurt for a week. It's pretty special. Kind of like that. I have a tent in my backyard and I take naps in it often. Sometimes I sleep out there all the time. It's also good because I don't like to sleep in a toddler bed, but you know. There, I said it. Anyways, transitions abound. Debbie, that's really cool. Thanks for sharing so much. Ooh. Somebody's talking Gaelic here. You know what? I'm going to let her claim that. And I know this is a little bit behind based on the lag and that sort of thing. But Julia, if you're here, go ahead and jump in. But I do know somebody that is here. And they just jumped in with their info. And that is Katie Cherry. Katie, how are you? Love to see you here. You know that you're a Leo, but you don't know your birth time. Oh, Kate. I actually talked about this earlier. You are actually one of my inspirations on that because you've mentioned that before. I'm actually working on a meditation to meditate on what your birth time is. It's not necessarily 100% accurate, but if we somehow, you know, we think that the only place for records, it hit me like a ton of bricks because I have a new mediumship mentor student that I'm working with, and she works a lot with the Akashic records. Well, for me, that's shifting gears. Well, my students, once again, are my inspiration. And one of the things that I realized was that I'm like, I got to brush up on my chops with Akashics. I mean, I've worked with them. I've done them. I already know that I have a direct connection. My guys are really good about it. So one of the things I'm thinking about, and then I heard somebody say, oh, I don't know what my birth time is. I'm like, how do you not know your birth time? And they're like, well, it's not on the birth certificate. And my mother's passed away or family lore or whatever doesn't really speak to it. And then I'm just like, there's got to be a way we can figure out the birth time. Why don't we go to the Akashic records and find them? What the hell? Why don't we go to the Spiritual City Hall and get them? Oh, don't you like that? By the way, copyright. Ching! There we go. I have an entire team working on that right now. The Spiritual City Hall, the Akashic records. Let's get your time of birth. All right, Katie, but we don't need it for this. You guys have seen me do my shuffle up and deal here. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut these up one more time. All right, Kate, we're coming to you. We're gonna give you 4 cards here. Judgment 2.0, Katie. Mwah, mwah. Thank you very much. Way to change. Way to step into it during the Lionsgate here. You're ready to reveal your new self. Oh, because you are tired. Finally, we have a reversal card. The Nine of Wands comes in upside down. The wounded warrior. You're done. You're done fighting. You're done sitting there taking it on the chin and being like, like, how good am I? Bam, ow. You know what? I'm a strong, independent one. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Quit professing how strong you are. Shut up and be you. Sorry if I got harsh on that. But girl, it's in your cards. You've already recreated yourself. Don't go back to the pain. That's what this is. Guess what? Few lessons learned. Couple of reversals. Seven of Swords comes up, which means somebody did you wrong. Somebody did you wrong, Kate. It's time for you. 2.0 has come about because your ability to go ahead and do this. And guess what? You're supposed to have eternal happiness. I can't make up these cards. I can't make up these cards. Cannot, will not. By the way, I will work on some of this glare action that I've got going on here. But I know you guys can see the Judgment card. I know you guys can see the Four of Wands card. The Four of Wands comes out for eternal happiness, everybody. Why do we go through the things that we go through? So we can learn, so we can experience the human experience here. Right? Katie, I barely know you, but here we are. Right? I know you on this. You say hi, I say hi back. You send me messages and say, hey, buddy, don't forget that. I'm like, thanks again. You're looking out for me. I'm looking out for you. And, oh, yeah. How about a lotus blue butterfly? Transformation becoming lightness and beauty. The defense rests, Your Honor. Kate's gone through it. Kate has transformed. Kate is becoming who she is meant to become. She doesn't identify as someone hurt anymore. You have changed. You no longer identify yourself as a victim. You no longer let people take advantage of you. You are finding your divine happiness. She's changed. Good night now. Mwah! Love it. Love it. Tell me if that resonates with you is what I meant to say. By the way, if you don't have passion for what you do, you're just selling yourself short. You're just doing a job. This isn't a job. I didn't know what I was going to do this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a person. Oh gosh, I got about 10 minutes. I got to jump into this. I have a coaching call from somebody on the other side of the coast, the other side of the earth. Okay, what am I going to fill my time with? What am I going to eat at the all-you-can-eat buffet? Oh no, we're not falling back into that. But it sounds like a good goddamn plan. Every once in a while. Maybe I'll do that for my 51st birthday. Brandon at spiritualconnections.com. Send me a quick email. I'm going to get you on the coaching call. I'm going to send it to you so you can see it. Kate, I hope I see your email. I might have it. Send it to me again. Make sure I'm sending it to you. Oh, it's an exquisite day, isn't it, everybody? Isn't it? It's a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun here. All right, I got time for a couple more. I'll squeeze them in. Speed round, everybody. By the way, I have all these bells and whistles, and I have, Trish, I'm just having fun. You know that. By the way, I'm going to be down at Port St. Lucie in October. I think that's where we met last year. Down in that way. You're down in the Treasure Coast. I'm also going to be down in Punta Gorda, which is down by Fort Myers. I'm going to be down there in September. I'm going to be out in Syracuse, New York City. Actually, nowhere near it, everybody. Calm down. Nowhere near it. Going to be at Syracuse. Going to be at the largest upstate New York spiritual venture in decades. My friends at Spirit Fest, Mary Ellen, Nicole, the whole team there. They're awesome sauce. They know how to put on a good time. That's why I'm trusting my career with them. They're that good. So if you can attract talent like this for an event like that, just imagine all the other people coming in. Really smart, really great people. By the way, you can meet my good friend, Sandy Smith, certified crystal healer. I'm going to have my small shop packed up and out there. Got my friends Laura and Carolyn running that. Oh, and also you can talk to Daryl, who's the editor of my book. You can go ahead and start talking about your own self-published stuff. We're moving carnival, everybody. I'm more than a medium. It's about time somebody start to realize that. But I had to believe it myself. That really had to happen. And listen, I hope you guys find encouragement with these readings. I have an entire inbox full of people saying, I didn't believe anything you said, but I don't have to be the reason for your success. But if I'm in some small way a catalyst with these readings or something I coach you on or something I teach, so be it. I no longer have to be attached to the outcome. Oh, God, that's so beautiful. And by the way, 8-8 actually kicks off the spiritual season. 8-8 is the start of the spiritual season that probably actually starts at the end of July 27th, 28th, right? And it goes until 11/11, 11/15, somewhere around there. We kind of move through the entire spiritual stuff. What do we have in between? All Souls Day. We have Halloween. The veil thins. We go into Virgo season. We start to realize what worthiness is. Oh, these full moons. They're killing us. By the way, we've got a new moon later on this week. It's kind of awesome sauce, right? Is the zipper spider or the corn spider? Oh, native lore. They're a good sign when you have babies. I've seen 2 in my life. Holy Toledo, Robin, I love that. Love that. Get in the community. I love it when people add stuff like that. I love it. That's really cool. Robin, thank you for being a contributor here today. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Did I mention somebody and I didn't actually go there? Yep, Kate, I hope this resonates with you. Love you too. Thank you. I appreciate you. Send me that email so I can send you the stuff and get going on that. 11/11 is your birthday, Susan. It's mine too. It's my second birthday. That's what I always tell everybody. I'm a life path 6, so I've been looking forward to the second half of my life for a very long time. It was Largo. Okay, fair enough. That was fun. That was fun. All right, let's do a couple more here. How about Marla? Marla, page 1. Gemini sun, Cancer moon, Aquarius rising. Look at you go. So being a double air, it might be in your head a little bit, right? This Lionsgate thing is like, you might get caught up in the what ifs. Believe it or not, the air signs actually have the toughest awakening when it comes to the 8-8 Lionsgate because it's in your head. There's so much that you have to go on the feeling with it. So you might be struggling just a touch right now, but relax, Brandon's here. Let's do a couple of cards. Let's see where we're leading it to, right? But I'll tell you that the Cancer moon is probably going to save you. Like if you trust your gut, high intuition, depending upon the placement in the planets, we're not getting into that right now, could really lead you to be your thing. And by the way, June 5th, 06, you are at 0006 a.m. Which branch do you serve in with that answer? Holy Toledo. Seriously, Marla, are you in the service? Because nobody answers like that. I love it. I love it. Oh, yeah, Life Path 5. Not going to... Listen, hanging out with a Life Path 5 is like trying to tack Jell-O to a tree. It's just, ugh. Freedom and change, the worst. Born with a Mercury in Gemini retrograde. Are you military, Marla? Here we go. How about this for a Lionsgate read? Here you go, Marla. 8 of Wands, fast and quick moving, shooting yourself out of a cannon. But why wouldn't you? Because you got nothing but happiness. The 10 of Cups comes out. So happy together. Little Partridge Family love right there. Little Brady family, combined family. Lets you know eternal happiness is here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Queen of Cups. Yes, I shuffled. You guys saw me shuffle. Queen of Cups comes out. It's the basis of this is self-love. The basis of this is making sure that you love yourself first. You can't love another if you don't take care of yourself. When that mask drops down, you got to put it on yourself before you help everybody else. Right? Totally, totally. Marla, leadership. You got to be military, Marla. You got to be military. Always ready. Right? Last to know, first to go. That's the 8 of Wands. You know, Semper Fi or whatever your branch is, part of the family. But you know who you are. You know your responsibility. High responsibility lean here. Woo! Retire from law enforcement. The defense rests. There it is. Leadership. Right there, Marla. Here we go. Oh! How about the red squirrel for you? How about resourcefulness, vigilance, preparation, and a little bit of busyness? The red squirrel comes out for you to remind you to always be on your toes. What a great read. Marla, thanks so much for being a part of things. Thanks for your service. This country is safer because of you, because of people like you, because people like you just say, hey, I'm going to go do this. They know they're going to walk outside and it's not going to be the safest place. All right. Retired from sheriff. Yep. Semper Fi. Yeah. Huh? Marines. Yeah. Well, there you go. Retired from sheriff. Or were you saying sheriff's department there, Marla? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Listen, you're still on duty. Your archetype is still on duty. Even if you've just become the get off my lawn person. I was joking around about this the other day. I'm like, I just want to be the get off my lawn guy. But here I am. I turned 50 and like all this goodness just takes off. The YouTube channel takes off. You know, I could survive as a local medium for years and, you know, get 8 to 10 readings a week and do home parties and have kind of a nice kind of sentiment and just kind of whatever. I want to go see the world. My stage is much bigger than that. All right, guys, I have to kind of wrap this up here, but I'm going to do a general reading for everybody. I'm not going to shuffle this. I'm just going to take it from here. These are your cards for the Lionsgate, everybody. Love and laughter all the way through. Remember, send me an email if you want to get the coaching call. I'm just going to send it to you. You can take a look at it. If it's something you want to do, you can sign up. Let me know you want to get more into it. If you don't, no harm, no foul. At least you've kind of seen it, right? I still have one more time slot for readings on Saturday. I suddenly became available. You want to do your astrology chart? You want to do a deeper dive? By the way, my readings are also educational. So don't forget that when you do this, you're on your path with me. We're going to do one more. We're going to take a look at it. Thank you, Lady Ann. Thank you so much, Marla. Thank you. All right, guys, here we go. Here's for everybody. Oh, this is great. So out of the gate, we feel like we're left out in the cold. The little match girl comes out, and guess what? If you don't sell all your matches, you can't come home. Right? Oh, I think it's society. I think we all feel out of place a little bit, right? I think that's the general consensus. But hold on a second. Hold on a second. Above all, love. King of Cups comes out and says, you know what? You know, hate will divide, love will unite. That's really what this is saying. You can go ahead and shun people. Which one of these is not like the other? If you don't provide, then you don't survive, blah, 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 blah. How about we just love people? How about we just love people here on the 8-8? Guess what? It's a long journey. It's a spiritual journey. It's the type of journey that you're going to recognize that you're going to go with. Right? The six of Swords, couple of symbolisms here. First of all, you got swords at the bottom of your boat. How far do you think you're going? But I love this. I have one of my students point this out every single time she reads this card. It's choppy waters to clear waters. Guess what? You're on a journey that's going to bring you to where you need to be to calmer waters. Doesn't mean it's an easy journey, but you're there. And why not come out with a fire energy archetype card in the Ace of Wands? Leo rising, everybody. Here it is. So we're going to be left out in the cold. We feel like we don't fit in. Then we remember love and we remember the journey that we're about, and we're going to come out ahead and be the leaders that we're meant to be here in the spiritual journey. I cannot make this stuff up. By the way, I'm going to pull out this card. Yes, fantastic. Here we go. Wood. Now, I think I took 2 cards. Wood and air. Oh, all right. The elements are aloof. The wood card talks about growth, connection, support, and renewal. And the air card is about thought, alignment, and intention. I stand behind my entire read. What a great way to end. What a great way to end. All right, listen. My coaching person is actually waiting for me right now. I think she's actually watching this right now. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys for being part of my journey here. I'm going to give you guys a heart tap to remind one another we love and care for one another. We're actually going to get Whiskey and Bagels out on Thursday this week. We've got some announcements. You're going to want to watch this. We've got some changes coming. No oohs and ahs. Penny and I are both growing, and we're going to talk about how we're going to grow. It's kind of fun here, guys. Thank you so much for being part of this. Share this with a friend now. Let them know that you're in the chat as you go along, and let them see what it is that you've done, what it is you've said. Help me grow this channel. Like and subscribe. Go ahead and like it like that, and let the world know what this looks like. The new age is here, guys. Let's all be leaders. Thank you guys for being part of my journey, and I'll see you guys soon. Keep going.